Yo, what's up? We back. Another episode of the best podcast you never heard of, the Conceited Knowbody. This is episode 147. You already know I am Latours, aka Heartthrob Harrison, aka The Blueprint, aka The Low Key Legend, aka I'm getting my regular enhancements back. I was Heartthrob Harrison, but this raggedy beard starting to grow back. I don't know what's wrong with my beard, man. I think I got it. Say what?
No Shade November.
I did not participate. They was calling it No Shade November and No Nut November. Did you participate in either?
Hell no.
I didn't even understand. This is when you posting up most. I thought when you like, it's what is it? Booing season or whatever.
What is it?
What you call it?
Cuffing season.
Cuffing season. There you go. I'm an old man.
This nigga said booing season. Hey, you know how we do though. To my right, we got the man with the master plan. He saved me from being the only nerd on the show with glasses.
Yeah.
Jason is the cool person now by our
20/20 vision, niggas.
by our elementary standards.
I'm like eagle vision, nigga.
Renaissance motherfucking juvie. What's happening with you?
Not much. I ain't doing shit.
Did you wear glasses when you was in school?
I was always supposed to wear glasses, but I don't. Like, I be thinking they gonna fuck up my vision, so these don't even really do shit. It's like weird. But
You didn't wear glasses because you thought they gonna fuck up your vision?
Yeah, for real. Like, that's why, cause me and my brother, when we went at the same time,
Yeah.
we supposed to start wearing glasses at the same time. He always had glasses, and I just never wore them motherfuckers. Cause I'm like, man, this shit is gonna get worse. I always feel like it's gonna fuck up my vision. I thought it's gonna fuck it up, and like, shit, that nigga got bifocals now. I mean, he ain't got no bifocals, but I think it's thick. But I think it's just all in my head, for real.
That's funny.
I think it's just really all in my head, so I just never really wore glasses.
That's funny.
But I can't see far. Like, I can't read. Like, if I'm driving at night, I can't read signs and shit.
What if the whole plan, the nefarious plan of the makers of condoms was like, if you wear condoms, you get AIDS? What if that was really the plot twist? What if that was the plot twist?
Damn.
See,
I'm gone.
Go ahead. What you say?
I feel like, well, now, just like growing up, I don't wear them now. Because I feel like now, at this point, my eyes would be trying to super adapt to the glasses. Whereas if I started wearing them then, when they told me to, it wouldn't be that bad.
Man.
But I feel like it'd be a drastic change now, just because, like, my eyes would be really trying to adapt.
You ain't ever thought about getting on LASIK or nothing?
I have, but when I don't even, like, I hate to get gun surgery for my leg.
This nigga ain't trying to wear glasses. You talking about LASIK.
That's why you don't gotta wear glasses at all, dude.
I know, nigga. You talking about a whole other.
I feel you.
Man.
Glasses was simple, man.
But I heavily consider that for boxing, just to like be able to really see some shit in my. Cause I can see, cause nigga up close, and he just a large object, so it's like I can't. But I really love to see clear as fuck, like HD.
That's fucked up. I got a question.
That's crazy.
I got a question because it's fucked up because he said some shit and made me think about some shit. You ever got a shot of head with a chick that had glasses on?
Yeah.
You have?
You say I got a head with a chick with some glasses?
Yeah. She couldn't see your shit.
You said this,
she couldn't see it, so she put her glasses on.
Oh, that was a joke. Hell no.
Oh shit.
She wear glasses is what he was saying. He said she wear glasses. She didn't have to put them on.
To his right, we got Jason. Go Jason R. Nigga, didn't I have a new name for you?
No.
Did I forget that fast? Come on, man. You got a new name last week. Don't be brand new today.
No, I got all the aliases, but I don't remember what the new name was.
It probably was Chicago Jason. That's as new as we get.
Chicago Jason.
I thought we had some way more fly than that for you.
Indiana Jason?
Hell no.
You perpetrating now.
Who's your Hasten?
Who's your Hasten?
Hey, son, come here. Well, hey, when I be trying to do like different accents, like I'll start off with that accent, then I'll venture over to another one. Like I'll be like on some Jamaican shit, man. Then next thing you know, I'm talking like this, like I'm some Irish motherfucker, man. Like I'm not consistent in my motherfucking ploy.
That's an easy transition, though.
Hey, a lot of people say that the original Irish was black people. And well, and that, I mean, it's not too far fetched because most people who was on continents was knickknacks, so to speak.
Hey, I'm
You think
Scottish.
they really eradicated us in certain areas?
Not so much as eradicate as hidden. Like
Yeah.
they would take us out the mainstream or the main. Like a lot of people see people when they describe them as Mexicans, when Mexico was just a place. They just most people who
Or
come-
Indians.
I was reading
Most people-
something
go
today.
ahead.
I was reading something today to where we all know, like, I ain't gonna say we all know, cause motherfuckers like us, they know, but like how, like the president, was some quotes from the president, like 4 different presidents, and they was all saying how it was best for how the white race and the black race is superiorly different, and it'd be best if the white race stayed in the supreme state. And then
Shout out to Abraham Lincoln.
yeah, that was he was one of them
Mhm.
actually, and then there was another one under him who actually was like how they broke it down was crazy, because it's like it's almost like what's going on right now, kind of just like the state of our people and shit. So it's like damn,
What you say going on right now? What
like,
do you mean?
just like as far as like you can't really get us all on one, like we don't really move as one unit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, they ain't, you know, shit. I feel like I can't really speak for all races, because I don't even know what the fuck they really be doing. I feel like we should really, like, as much as we be on that shit, like we just like motherfuckers be talking. So but I feel like we really like walk the talk. You feel me? Like shit, it'd be crazy. Like either way different. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's like, hey, you can't be acting like that. Okay. You feel me? And then that's it.
When you say, wait a minute, because I'm kind of low, I kind of get it, but I kind of low.
Yeah.
When you say like you can't act like what do you mean?
Just being rambunctious, you know.
Oh,
Out here waving your guns at people, wanna, you know, fuck bitches, get money. I mean, yeah, you wanna get money, but
you don't want to fuck
it's a
bitches?
cool way to get money, man. I mean, yeah, but
I'm
you know,
fucking-
you know, shit.
It's just when you got us in a chaotic state, it's easy to control us. You know what I'm saying? We don't have like what they do. They promote chaos because it's when everybody being chaotic and stuff. It's easier to control. It's because they don't have a centralized thought process of how to act.
Yeah,
I always
they
say,
operate-
go ahead.
yeah, I know. I was about to say that. Yeah, they operate out of fear.
Definitely. But just us in general, we don't have like, I always say our downfall is culture. Like, we don't have a concrete culture and a concept of
That's a fact.
like having something legit to hold on to, because our role,
Everything we have is like the shit that they gave us while we here, and we kind of just formed, like they gave us some clay, some bullshit ass clay while we here, and we molded that shit into some more bullshit. We don't have a solid.
called making living.
We don't have a real like culture, like a real like. No, this is what we do. Like you was about to say.
yeah.
But like, I just had to say that because
No,
I
that's
was
some
like,
real shit.
no, because it's like, yeah,
That's
we
definitely
like,
some real
because
shit.
motherfuckers will say, because me just listening, I'm thinking about motherfuckers listen to the podcast. They're like, what you mean we ain't got no culture? Like motherfuckers trying to steal our culture, or like, bro, it's not really a real culture. Like it's just shit that we came up with in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's
feel
the
me?
results
Like,
of
you made
making
that shit
lemonade
cool,
with
you
your
feel me?
lemons, nigga. That
Yeah,
culture
like that
ain't
type
nothing but
shit, that
lemonade,
type shit.
nigga.
So that's not really like culture shit. Like this shit ain't the way we like.
We made
like,
do.
dress and shit. Like, bro, nigga, I'm just here. You feel me? So I gotta dress like this. You
We
feel
ate
me?
chitlins.
So, man,
I wonder, like, because I'm a proponent of us not having a culture, and I always make the joke that our culture is flaming hot Cheetos and Chico sticks.
Oh man, so much bullshit.
And it's crazy.
hip-hop.
But when you think about it, it's crazy. And I was just talking to somebody. I had an opportunity to tell a dude that I always run into that we were Israelites. And how it happened is he asked me how was my Thanksgiving, and I said I don't celebrate holidays. And he said the typical thing, are you a Muslim? No. Shot this side. But no, I was like, nah. And as quick as I could, I started explaining it to him, like why I don't celebrate holidays. And if you just ask somebody from a place of common sense, if you say why exactly, and don't bring up your grandmother, why do you celebrate Thanksgiving? If you ask them what does it mean, they say because I'm thankful. And you say, wasn't you thankful on Wednesday? Or are you still thankful on Friday? Or how about today on Tuesday? Are you still thankful?
I'm definitely thankful on fucking Black Friday.
And so, even that, and then the Christmas thing. Like, why do you celebrate Christmas?
Sad.
And they would say maybe something like, it's Jesus' birthday. I'm like, did you turn up for anybody else's birthday this year? Like, when did the Messiah say celebrate my birthday? Or when did the Most High say that? Which, in fact, the Messiah was born during the Feast of Tabernacles, so he wasn't born in December anyway. But if you just cause people to ask themselves questions, because sometimes people get offended. Like, don't nobody want to be exposed for being ignorant or for being what they feel is stupid. Nobody wants to be made to feel dumb. So, and I had to learn that, man, because I got a disposition where I'd be like, man, are you fucking retarded? And then I go on and just explain to them why exactly I asked that question, and eventually they know, just like I knew before I even asked that question, that they was retarded. So I had to dial back just a little bit. And what you do, man, you present the question. You put the onus on them to answer it, because it make them feel like he asked me, so he didn't exactly. What I'm saying, you gotta be soft in your approach. So you just make a motherfucker think. You make everything a critical thinking. And so I asked, why do you celebrate Christmas? Why are you running outside shooting on New Year's? Do you know who Janus is? Who the month of January was named after? Who he's the god of new beginnings? And this is why they make resolutions for the new year. And then sometimes you would get that little twinkle in their eye where they're like, damn, that's some deep shit. Or I never thought about that. But a lot of times them motherfuckers be like, I'm not talking to that nigga on December the 31st. They just stay the fuck away from you. And they say things like, he fucking up the fun.
Killjoy.
Exactly. And I never seen so many grown ass people who want to have fun. And that's when they go back to culture, because our culture, historically, we didn't celebrate Thanksgiving. We didn't celebrate. Matter of fact, when them goddamn goofy pilgrims was over here giving out the smallpox blankets, where the fuck was we? Like, where was we? And I always say, like, on the 4th.
In the field. In the field.
They eat turkey. Like, even like on the 4th of July, it really befuddled me, even before they got hyped on this Juneteenth thing where niggas, like, the 4th of July is the most strange so-called holiday for me, for niggas, because that happened in 1777 or 76, somewhere back then. I think it was 76, because in 1976 they had
that's the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, it came about from there. But it was still that era, 76, 79 era. Excuse me. They, like when the British was fighting the so-called, what was it, the colonists? Or what was it called?
Something like that.
The niggas who, the people was here.
Mel Gibson,
The Patriot deal. Shout out to that movie, man. We didn't know Mel Gibson's career was almost over at that point. Remind me to say something about Mel Gibson a little bit, but they came back. They literally came back from celebrating beating the so-called redcoats, and I can't imagine a nigga being like, especially a lot of people don't know, man, because we only get the American view of history, but it was black people was fighting on the British side. Like, people don't know that it was black people in Britain who was so-called free. You see what I'm saying? And so that's just one instance of us being involved in some shit that don't concern us. And that trickles down or carry over to this generation. Like, why are, shout out to Juvie, shout out to my nigga Chris, niggas who in the army. Niggas go to the army for different reasons. Me and Chris had this conversation all the time. That's my nigga Chris. I always be like, man, how do you feel comfortable fighting in Pharaoh's army? It's like being in Egypt and shit, and you pick up fucking weapons to fight against the Babylonians or the Canaanites and shit when you in a place of captivity. And me and Juvie done talked about this, so he got a different ideology than some people, but like, first off, Juvie was in there for the bag. And what, that Camaro? Ain't that mean?
Yeah,
Came out with that motherfucker.
Yeah, I that challenge.
He came out that challenge for
I
you.
with that mug.
Hey, I seen that.
Motherfuckers don't know that boxing money paid for that shit.
He bought his own shit.
He's like, don't put that on that shit.
No, the army paid for it. They paid for me to box.
Nigga, one time they had a fucking campaign where they was like,
That shit, dumbass cool.
Man, them niggas had a Batman campaign, nigga. Like they
Ooh.
tricking the most simplest nigga into thinking they could be Batman if they go to the army. Like they had this shit like Arkham Knight on the damn recruitment office. Like niggas running there like I could be Batman. Like I don't know what they try to play on people.
But the programming start young though, man. The program like the whole entire, and they know niggas, man. You gotta come in
high school.
Well,
So they got me. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to do after
Yep.
graduation tomorrow. They get up they in the
Like, you gonna
lunchroom. They in the lunchroom. I'm like, damn, what the fuck I'm about to do?
What the
I'm like,
fuck?
Gray, I barely made it through this motherfucker. I'm like,
damn, that's
Them
crazy.
niggas came to your graduation like, hey, good job. So you ready?
I know how to get the fuck up out that motherfucker because I'm like, shit, I don't know. Like, I mean, I was boxing, but we ain't have enough money to like leave, like to go travel and go to tournaments and
Crack
shit.
was going out of style.
Yeah, so it was like, bro, I was like, bro, I'm gonna be trapped in this motherfucker, bro. That's how I was feeling. So I'm like, I gotta do something that's
Right.
And I don't sneeze at or castigate nobody who went to the army or
This is the
service or
thing,
whatever.
I came back, but it allowed me to like get out and like, you know what I mean, free my mind and see some shit and just like do some shit. So.
Cause again, we are in a captivity, so sometimes you have to. I always say adjust to the bad throw. You know what I'm saying? The greatest receivers in NFL history wasn't the ones who caught the passes that came directly to them, but those who went out and got the impossible catches. And that's where we had in this situation, to where we don't have a culture, we don't have a land, we don't even have a language, we don't have nothing. But we, by the favor of the Most High, we survive, and we don't just survive, we thrive. And for us not to have a culture, everybody look at our feet.
They envy that shit.
Everybody look at our feet when we dance. Before they start dancing, they look at our feet to make sure they on beat. You see what I'm saying? Like they mock and envy us.
I think it's like, let's give them less and see what else they make. That's what I think it is, nigga. These niggas are diamonds.
Hey, get that motherfucker toothpick. Get that nigga toothpick.
Because we definitely
That's
doing it.
crazy. That's funny as shit.
Chitlins, again. I'm going to keep referring to fucking pig guts.
You ever eat chitlins?
No! And niggas are still doing it voluntarily.
Motherfuckers still eating them
We got
shit,
the internet.
bro.
So everything we were
That's
saying
some
before the
fear factor
internet,
shit, bro.
you should, nigga, listen. The first time I was introduced to those chitterlings. First off, I'm shitty that they call them
Bro,
chitlins.
my grandma will be in that bitch, bro. All day, bro. Cleaning them shits, bro. You can't. I'm like, you 12 hours, bro. She got arthritis from doing that shit, nigga.
You got Arthur who?
Like, whatever the fuck.
fuck
Yeah, fuck
shit.
that shit.
I know what
cuz,
you're
nigga. Yeah, it's fucked up. They get that bitch stinking up the motherfucking little park.
Shout out to my
Shit,
motherfucking mama.
shit was-
And shout out to my
Shout
mama
out
and my
to
sensibility to be
my
like,
mama.
I'm not eating. What the fuck is this? You should not eat. Like, when you compare, there's no smell like chitlins on earth. It's two distinct smells and stuff that, like, you smell somebody stinking feet, like your feet smell like corn chips. That's some shit you get, you know what I'm saying? You get, or you know that.
Like, you don't have to eat that.
But
Really don't.
as a free person, you free, so called. So
I mean, bro, it's shit.
for somebody, the first time I smelled that, I said, "What is that?" And I looked, and I was like, "What is that?" And my mom said, "It's chitlins." I said, "What is shit?" I said, "What you cleaning?" She said, "These the guts." And I said, "Guts." I remember science class or health class, whatever. I said, "Guts, small intestine." I said, "Shit." I said, "Y'all cleaning all shit? Y'all cleaning shit off this shit so y'all can eat it?" I said, "This is the sickest shit." I knew then, man, I had to get the fuck up out that house. I didn't know exactly when it was gonna happen or what age, but I wasn't fit to be around that fucking barbarian shit. I don't see how nobody eat that shit, but there's a lot of parts of pig ears, pig feet. That shit's weird.
Oh, damn pig shit.
Yeah, and then, you know what I'm saying? Our people who was doing that shit originally, man, they ain't had no fucking choice. It was either that or starve. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah.
But goddamn, and that's when you put things in perspective. You're like, damn, I understand how come he told about this trying to escape. That nigga wanted some crumb, like some floor food.
And it make you understand why people accept shit as it is. Because you like, nigga, I'm used to eating pig guts. I like it this way.
I can't.
No, that's how I think of that shit though. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, you had a choice not to eat this bullshit. You know it's not good for you. You got other shit you can
I
get.
mean,
But you like, I'm finna get this. Because that's what we used to do when we were slaves. It's tradition. Like, nigga, what? What?
Yeah.
You know it ain't good.
I see. You see see how you smell? Like,
This
why
why
you wanna
niggas
eat
don't.
that?
This why niggas don't grow, nigga. Period. You couldn't think about food.
Why you wanna eat that?
In that perspective.
Cause like you smell a piece of meat and it stink. You not about to eat it.
It's common sense.
Like, bro, but you don't never say you gonna go clean that motherfucker and then recook it.
It does like.
What the fuck is you doing?
If it look bad, I'm not fucking with it. It'll stink.
That shit nasty as hell.
So you gonna fuck the stank pussy anyway? That's what they doing.
Hey, and I've always said this. I said I have never fucked a chick who has a stinking pussy.
You fuck the stank pussy.
Because that's a conscious decision that you go along with.
This is America with black people. You okay with it?
And damn, that's fucked up. That's
I'm trying to think of some of my escape plans.
For what?
Like when that shit, because I wasn't really all the way up front like that. Like, hey, this shit stink. I'm about to eat.
Yeah.
I wasn't that type of person.
Nah, I mean.
So it was just like hard for me to like,
gotta
damn,
get
talking about the crib?
Dude, I'm talking about just any bitch.
Oh,
that's
okay.
like,
Oh, nigga, you gonna fuck you feel guilty because she stank.
I mean, I just ain't.
Man,
never
hey,
know,
listen,
like,
that
hey,
bitch
man,
lucky if you don't hit her in the fucking chin.
I just wasn't that up front when I was a youngin' like that.
So what you do, just grin and bear?
Dip
I
out.
just gotta, I did something. Like, I had some escape plans.
Yeah. Oh, shit, look at the time, it's stank o'clock.
That's my mama called me on cell phones that wasn't invented yet.
Oh, shit, it's FaceTime. That's crazy.
Shit, I'm gonna find out before I get fully naked.
You didn't check what's a snake? Keep it above.
No.
You ain't
Oh,
do.
me?
You ain't leave every time.
Yeah, I had before.
Cause I'ma definitely not like Julie.
Like sophomore, like my sophomore year.
What you say?
Like I said, I'm gonna definitely make up a story like Julie.
She was the truth, and I can't believe I had her. Like around that time, like just heard like her status at that, like she was kind of popular at that point in time. You feel me? So I was like, I can't believe she won't fuck with me. You feel me? So it was like when it came down to it, and my mama bed too. Ain't that some shit?
Damn. Well, we been cookie chitlins. Hey, but before we move on real quick on that show, like I always talk about us not having culture and just not the immigrants, the people who come here, say the Italians, the Mexicans, the Irish, whatever. Do white people who born in America, do they have a culture?
White people who was born in America?
Yeah.
I mean, all this stuff they do now, I think, like all this, like all the holidays and stuff like that.
Even
a lot of them.
I feel like this is like they came up with this stuff, kind of. Like, I don't know.
Because even Christmas didn't even originate with white people. Like, it originated from old pagan worship going all the way back to Samaria or even Babylon, which was black or dark-skinned peoples. So like, it's hard to say like if they got like culture here. It's crazy, but the thing is, in contrast, that they not affected by lack of culture like we are. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a weird thing. With that said, Jason, what you do for Thanksgiving?
Just got my son. I didn't really do like a Thanksgiving thing. I just got him because he was on break, and now he's with me.
He down here for the long haul. Chill.
Now at least for this month, I gotta go to Delaware in January.
Never ever heard a real nigga going to Delaware.
Man,
explain yourself.
I'm about to be in Philly. Well, it's for work, but I'm about to head over to Philly and probably try to hop on stage if it's still legal out there, and it's not like a fucking blizzard.
Wait a minute, you said it's for work? You going to Delaware for work? So you on that crew where they not making rate and they could best nigga they can ship out to Delaware and you go over there and tell them, hey, sell straight. Pick right.
Nah, they was like, which one of you niggas want to see all the best strip clubs on the East Coast in this area? And I said me. And then that's what it was going to be. That's all I'll be on strip club world tour, really. I just want to see the filth that each city has. I don't know what it is. And then hopefully they got wings.
This is too much. This is too much. This is too much for one man to digest at one time.
I just want to see like,
Dover, Delaware.
Nah, it ain't Dover.
There's no other place in Delaware. It's only Dover, Delaware.
Yeah, very true. So above Dover, pretty close to Philly.
So, anyway, man, are you serious that they really sell it to you based on a strip club?
No, they really didn't. I just
Put some sauce on it.
yeah, no, I was just like, I'm trying to get up out this motherfucker.
Delaware, goddamn, they don't even have 1 million people in the whole
Man,
state.
that shit, I'm not even trying to be in that state for real. I just want to be there so I can say I did it, but I'm really trying to go to like Philly and Jersey and shit, you know.
No, because you know what? You damn near the Jackie Robinson in my life because I've never known a nigga to go to Delaware.
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
It's
Like,
just
it's damn near like just to say I did it shit, because the other option was Texas, and it wasn't an option until I signed on the Delaware dotted line.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would have went to Dallas.
when is this?
Fucking January.
You be fucking with strip clubs still?
Man, you know, COVID happened, so I don't know what's happening. I forgot about that part.
Say it's COVID, without COVID.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you know what? I really just go with observe and report, man. It's really like a comedian.
They still got titties out here.
I'm like, yeah, I like titties. But how about the wings? And then hopefully I see something entertaining. Like in Texas, I saw, or I think it was Texas or Florida. I don't remember which one. I think it was Onyx or some shit, man. It was a major stripper in there. Killing their ass, boy. Kill it. Better than every fucking stripper in that motherfucker.
Would you hit a strip? Would you hit a midget?
Nobody tipped that bitch, though.
Would you hit a midget?
Yeah, I seen some fine midgets, man.
You seen one fucking midget, you seen every midget.
Nah, bro.
Every midget look like Bushwick.
You can't do that. You
every
can't do that.
midget look like Bushwick.
Because it's a proportion of midgets.
Because they got peanut head, nigga.
It's a proportion of midgets out there. Not the one with the big head and the short arms.
Yeah, that's only midgets.
Nigga, they got primordial dwarves.
Them the only midgets they made, nigga. Them the only midgets they ever made, nigga. Some on black, some on white. Some
they got the kind that can only be in a wheelchair. Like, they got different kind of midgets.
Hold on, that's too much. Never seen a midget in a wheelchair.
Bruh.
You making shit up down. You lost your integrity.
Primordial dwarves, bro.
You seen a midget in a wheelchair? Where at?
Cause they back be all fucked up, nigga. They be having, they can't fucking walk, bro.
Yeah, man, that shit make my stomach hurt considering it. So wait a minute. Julie, would you hit a midget? Theoretically.
I seen a cold midget. I seen some cold midgets on Instagram.
Right
nigga.
now.
Now, if I can pull it up.
Right now.
No, I'm just saying hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically. Yeah, probably like about 5 years ago, I definitely would.
Man,
have you ever hit a midget?
I never hit a midget.
Have you ever had a
Motherfucker
perfect
tried to say
conversation?
it was a girl that I fucked with that was a midget.
Wait a minute. How big was her head? I'll be the judge.
I
She was
couldn't
5
take
feet.
myself serious doing that shit right now.
She was 5 feet.
I'd be like, bro, what you doing? Like,
5 feet. That shit like weird to me. It be like,
Yeah.
I seen a nigga in a movie theater with a midget nigga. I was trying to figure it out because I'm like, this nigga trying to fuck with this little girl. Then I looked at her legs. I'm like, her legs shorter than the
I'm
little
gonna tell
girl.
you some real shit, nigga. In the history of life, even when I was a child and I saw a midget, I didn't think it was a little girl.
My nigga.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit.
I thought it was like teens. You know what I'm saying?
I knew,
You don't even see midgets when they children,
I knew
nigga.
immediately.
Midgets don't, they be going
You don't
wrong.
I knew
know.
immediately.
You don't know that.
What's wrong with him? That's all I thought.
You don't know.
You seen a midget child
Like,
before?
there's something wrong with them.
You ever seen a midget as a child?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen no midget child, man. Midgets just come out like midget-sized people. They
They be looking strong as hell, but
Man,
they
your ass
just get
look-
stronger.
nigga, you'd have been walking around eyes horny than a
Sometimes they
motherfucker.
look like sometimes they look like babies that be having
The
They
midget
be
look-
lifting weights.
like when they kind of got that mental issue.
Down syndrome.
Yeah, when they got Down syndrome.
Yeah, a little bit
Yeah,
too.
so they be looking like that.
Very
sometimes.
true.
What do
When they
you?
babies, midgets, they be looking like they got Down
I've
syndrome.
never seen a midget baby, man. That's some I've been blessed. I've been blessed.
Baby midget.
Would you hit a midget that was small as Vern Troy?
You know what? I would
Like
not.
a bitch this tall, like standing on the table this tall?
Nah,
My God.
that's crazy.
Ooh, this shit good. Jason, I
don't
see the
think I
consideration in your
can. Yeah,
fucking
you seen
face,
it?
nigga. You
I
nasty, nigga.
Nah, there was no
God, this
consideration.
shit kinda-
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
You pick that bitch up and let's
That's
go.
a cabbage patch. Never mind.
That's a pocket pussy.
That's a what?
Pocket pussy. You ever seen one of those?
Not in person. You have.
No, I ain't ever seen one in person.
You
I am.
You have.
Yeah, my job.
Did you participate?
No. They all used.
I mean, most bitches are. Hey, man, like, yeah, this kid going crazy places, nigga.
I thought about getting one of them bitches one day. I just never did.
What, a pocket pussy?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was you doing?
Shit, I just.
Was you mad at your
I
girl
wasn't
and some
getting
shit extra
I
horny?
wasn't getting no bitches around this time. Like,
How old was you?
Man, I I was like, this was like, I was like, well, 2012, I think. So I was probably like,
You slow.
yeah, I just didn't get no.
You was at an age where you was healthy enough to go rape somebody.
Yeah, motherfucker just wasn't fucking with me. Then I was just like, I don't know.
A healthy rapist.
I was like, jump like a
What was you like flipping through a magazine? Like, this answered all my questions.
Nah, that year, I don't think I was in an apartment. Shit, I ain't had shit in that motherfucker but my shoes and my clothes. I ain't had no bed in that motherfucker for a whole year. I ain't had no bed. I ain't had no bed. I had no couch. We had got a couch and me and I had a roommate. I started sleeping on that motherfucker. Cause I ain't had nothing in my room.
Wow. Hey,
For like a whole year.
I $1,000,000,000% understand that shit. $1,000,000,000.
Why you
Only thing you need is a PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I ain't had no TV. I couldn't get no TV or nothing. Like you know, so I'm like, shit.
What was you going? What the fuck was you? Where were you, Iraq?
I was off in Fisherman Village, off of like
okay.
Road.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I was going to Ivy Tech, and then I was boxing at the Christmas House and
Oh,
working at
yeah.
Steak and Shake off Washington, off Washington
You
Street.
was boxing at the Steak and Shake?
No, dude.
Hey,
Ow!
hold on, man. This shit done turned to a
That's
goddamn
why-
Black Rocky tale and
That's
shit.
why I started. That's why
Raise your head.
that was right the time I started thinking about getting that motherfucking pocket pussy. Motherfuckers was fucking with me. I was so geeked to fuck with this one chick. Bitches would flirt with me all the time and shit, but I just, you feel me? I don't know, nigga.
Treating you like a dare.
Hell yeah, you feel me?
God damn.
Motherfucker like, yeah, you can come over now, get in the car, I'm on my way there. She be hitting me back.
I'm so
I
glad you
said
didn't
I
fuck
worked
that thing.
I said I worked the next day. She's like, she made some shit up. But I just, shit was crazy.
You a virgin at this
That was a
time?
crazy year. No, I was fucking. But
Just
was
so you was in the
this
drought.
This year was just like, yeah, I was just like,
Bad year.
I
That's when they talking about the
moved
Mayan
in,
calendar
I
and
moved
shit.
in after that.
That's when they talk about that Mayan
I don't know what
calendar.
the fuck was going on?
2000.
I couldn't bring no. I ain't want to bring nobody back to the crib either. You feel me? So that shit was hella embarrassing. You feel me? But I had one chick that was like that. She came through that motherfucker, but she was like kind of started treating nigga like a friend and shit. Yeah, you feel me? So.
Nah, I can't, nigga. No,
And I ain't
bitches
had no
just
money.
can't come
I ain't
over
had no money
because
to
I
do
can't know
shit.
where I
Like, I couldn't
live.
take a bitch to like out to eat or nothing. Like I was barely paying for my bills. Like my homie was paying for the rest of everything off of what I had. So shit.
You was in that bitch trying to do shadow puppets for that
Man.
bitch. Like, hey,
Everything.
this a dog right here.
Look at this right here. It's a rabbit. Shit.
Like, man, you a slap box? Like, what you?
Oh, look at my boxing gloves. Got my trophy, showing my trophy and shit.
Yeah,
I did
there you
win the
go.
gloves around that time. That's when I had won the gloves.
Man, take the bitch on the balcony and be like, look at the view.
Whitney used to die in 2012, man. So you was the second saddest thing going on. 2012, nigga. Hey, that's when you be like, man, they said Whitney used to drown. Wish it was me.
That's when I got I've been using the speedway points ever since then.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I tell me.
Speedway points come in fucking
That
handy,
motherfucker,
man.
that motherfucker. Woo.
Can I brag for a minute?
Yeah.
I got 90,000 of them motherfuckers.
What, points?
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
I thought I was killing. I only got 50,000.
Huh?
If I need a sandwich, I'm gonna show hit you up.
Hey,
Them
it's
gas
on me.
cards.
It's on me. On everything I can get, I'm eligible for like $100 card, nigga. Time to get home, we all getting pocket pussies.
Yeah.
Pocket pussies on me, nigga.
Everybody.
Nigga, the plug is Speedway, nigga. Churros for everybody.
I go on Speedway, you know what they say? The computers was down today where you order your food at the cafe.
Yeah.
They say, you want your usual?
You good. Just go ahead.
I said, but I don't know how much it costs. They said, they know. I said, damn. I said, yeah, I want my usual.
Nah, that nigga came in there, put exact change down, like, oh man, like, yes, I will.
What's been going on in the this past weekend? Y'all catch that Mike Tyson and Roy Jones?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That's the
Hold
thing.
on, go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna let you take lead on this one.
Man, so I'm just gonna try to do that whole analyst part go in. But card, man, it was weird. I wanna say it was a great thing, but it wasn't, cause like kinda fucked it up with the Jake and the Nate shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they could have really put some people on. You know what I mean? Like even not even like
some
You
upper
know what I mean?
comers.
They could have put some. Yeah, could have put some up because there
That's real
was a
shit.
lot of
Never thought
fans.
about
Even
that.
though they could have put them, the Jake and Nate, they could have put them on the under the co-main event.
You know what?
They could have put them before the co-main event. Did a good co-main event, or somebody who needed some exposure, or a boxer who was like, "Hey, this our next rising star" type shit. And then you got Mike Tyson and but they kind of like did some goofy shit. But the Tyson and Roy Jones was. I love that shit. I'm glad nobody got hurt.
Yeah,
So I think that's why I was
sure.
able to really enjoy it. I'm like, oh, Roy Jones out there boxing. He's slipping, moving you in his legs. So I'm like, cool.
He was moving.
Hey.
He was moving.
Moving like a
I don't know
motherfucker.
how far as they slipping.
He slipped a few on.
He looked like he gonna slip that motherfucker and got hit dead in the stomach. Hey, but
Slipped a few on.
excuse me, to the point about they could put somebody on. I understand it for what it was, which is the exhibition.
Yeah.
Where the whole object of this is to make money,
Yeah, for
to
sure.
get casual fans involved. Like, casual fan, they don't want to see Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see a Devin Haney type motherfucker. They want to see YouTube sensation versus a diminutive NBA former NBA star. And so that's how you sell a ticket. Plus,
Fucking over the crowd.
you wouldn't have had this kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
you're right. Cause
No.
it's been going crazy.
The only thing that bothered me, first off, I saw this on the screen. Somebody had it on Twitter. They're showing it on their Periscope. So that's how I watched it. I don't want nobody to think I spent my money on this shit. I'm not rich.
He did it.
Definitely didn't. But I was first disappointed in Nate. And not personally, like I'm mad at him as a person, but Nate is like 30 something years old and he looks like he's never even argued. Like he's never been in a shoving match. And I say that because when he fight, he come in like this, it's like the shower was super hot. And he was trying to reach for the fucking knob and shit to push that bitch in. That's how the nigga was punching, man. Like
Nigga, that nigga was fighting like an NBA fight.
that nigga
Like a hard foul
dude,
fight.
that nigga looked like he had some kind of shit in his hand on Mortal Kombat. I thought he was gonna.
What you think they do on the
I don't
court?
know what he was doing.
Get off me, fool.
And
I know
I thought they also thought Jake couldn't fight or something, but y'all couldn't have watched them clips. Cause I'm like, I watched his clips, then I watched dude clips, and that's all I needed to see.
you seen that clip?
Yeah.
Did he look like he could box? He ain't.
Hell no.
Cause even niggas who can't fight look like they fight when they fuck with that bag,
I just
man.
be knowing, man.
I ain't even
just
see
like-
that shit.
I just be knowing,
I wish you'd have told me
man.
that shit. I'd have bet on a fucking knockout.
Niggas need to start saying that.
Yeah, I damn near knew he was gonna stop Nate. Like I damn near seen that.
Damn, I ain't see
just
that
didn't
shit
even-
happen.
I just didn't want that shit to happen.
I thought I had bet.
Shit.
I bet both on the win. One decision though. I thought it would at least go a fucking decision. It was some good ass odds where if I pay $5, I could win at least 60 back. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna take that shit. Then, hey, a nigga really, a nigga out of answers like when he grabbed the back of his head, he should be looking at the rest of help. You see that in, like real fights, and I'm like, man, this nigga looking for help.
At some point, you gotta shake that shit off. Like, so do you want to quit? Or do you want to? You just gotta.
And he wanted to quit.
Because I'll just say something. Hey man, tell me who hit me in the back of the head, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
That
I'm gonna
nigga
be
has
vocal about it. I ain't gonna be like, I ain't doing this. I'm like, hey, bro, tell me you hit me in the back of the head. All right,
Definitely,
cool.
that nigga wanted to surrender. So I seen, and I seen the bitch in him at that point, and I'm not. I saw the bitch in him at that point, but I still didn't. I did not see that overhand right coming and just dropping him. Like he looked like Manny Pacquiao when he got hit by Juan Manuel Marquez. Same form and everything.
You know how many times I rewinded that just to see how he even like miscalculated? Like how did that even? Like you said, like you would have seen that shit coming.
Hell,
but it was like it was so just like. Yeah, I don't know. That shit was dumb. Where he was like stepping, moving back. He threw, then this. He was throwing some dumb ass shit in. That shit was crazy.
The thing that really bothered me though is, for one, I'll beat Chuck. Just put that out there. Nate, he's never been into a fight. I had Jake Paul shit. He trained all that shit, but I whooped Jake Paul. I don't know why I had to say that, but I just had to for Nate's sake. I hate how people act like you can't laugh at it. Memes are, listen, nigga. Look, we in an era of social media where if anything happened public, you getting fucking
You getting dog.
Whether it's a good meme, bad meme, nigga, he gonna get turned into a meme.
This is a fucking combat sport. If you fucking get beat up, nigga, and you are historically a talker like Nate Robinson, where he always run his fucking mouth, he's always jiving and shucking. I understand, like, shout out to Floyd. Floyd came out here with that speech that somebody else typed up. Talking about some, you still my brother, you got out there, you try. Huh?
Type this real quick.
On everything.
Put some up there for me. We'll use that one picture that we took the other day.
I mean, I understand, like, people try to turn into some black power shit. They start saying ain't no black solidarity. Like, this is why we can't have
Oh, yeah,
that.
because you're like, bro, like, they just...
Niggas start saying this is why we can't have. I'm saying because we laughed at him for getting beat up. That's why we can't have. This is all the time. This is why we can't have nothing. Because we laughed at they. It ain't like the niggas that got. The nigga got paid, what? How much you get? $500,000? He got a nice fucking bag for that.
Niggas would be missing the point. They be like, it's not the real thing was, number one, Nate shouldn't have been out there. He ain't had no business out there without no headgear on, nigga. He ain't had no business being in no real fucking ring, bro.
Yeah,
Number two, motherfuckers fucking over somebody else's craft. And I see that, and I like how when Juvie said that at the beginning, like, yeah, that motherfucker should have put somebody else on. Cause nigga, I'd be mad as fuck somebody did that shit to me. And it happened to me.
Did what?
Put somebody else that really got nothing to do with the sport.
Jake Paul not even a real boxer. Like
That's what I'm saying though. You put this before some real boxing.
But this an exhibition though.
I know it was an exhibition, but you could have
They
literally,
had some pro fights.
you could have literally drew
That
attention.
one with Drew. You know what I'm saying?
You really could have put somebody in front of that who was like you said, up and coming, because like don't nobody really watch boxing no more. It's all about UFC. I like boxing.
Like they had Badu Jack on them motherfuckers.
And ain't no like must see type shit. Since, like motherfucker try to make Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, and Deontay Wilder, but you know, but again, like I think what it is it's a whole influx of hobby boxers, nigga. And what it is they start.
You gotta pay certain motherfuckers, so it's like.
And it was good promotion, like you said, so that you might as well have promoted the sport for what it was. Like like I said, it's an influx of hobby boxers. Down there, half the comedians I know is even fucking boxing now as a hobby and shit. And they should stop. A lot of people should start saying, "I picked up boxing, I box." Nigga, you should say, "I'm a puncher," nigga. But when the real blows come, nigga, that changes the whole fucking game. It's a whole different strategy. And motherfuckers don't respect that until they get knocked the fuck out like Nate Robinson did. They had no business.
Yeah, shit, like you were saying, oh shit, we in a ticket selling business.
Yeah.
So
If you was a promoter of that business, would you put on some shit like that?
I mean, I thought Tyson and what's his name was enough to maybe
for the
like,
draw.
who is this?
That's
But then,
enough.
but again, you said it's a different generation.
And even like without the generation, if it was the '80s.
Just
And
curiosity.
say if the '80s you could have got Mr. T to fight Pee Wee Herman, motherfuckers would have watched that shit. You
Well,
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
that type of shit was happening, so you right.
Yeah, you going crazy at the gate doing some shit like that.
Yeah, so, I mean, but
Shit like
so
that.
why not put a sandwich or something, somebody who
Like
coming
he
up.
said,
to-
though, they had professional fighters on it.
Oh, okay.
Shit
I didn't
could've
see
been
that. I'm
like-
sorry.
That shit could have been a first fight or some shit like that.
But see that when you know Jake Paul's internet following, he's a fucking internet
Oh, you
sensation.
understand?
Yeah.
You give him top billing. The only person you put him behind is that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It's sad though.
The main event. What disappointed me is that people was disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
I'm looking at the little comments because
People crazy.
people like, this is boring. Why they ain't fighting? He running. For one, I've only seen running one time in my life in boxing, and I can just flat out say it was running. And I think that was Andre Durrell versus Curtis Stevens. If you ever get a chance, go look that fight up. And this one, Durrell is one of my favorite fighters. This is one of the most humiliating fights from a professional fighter I've ever seen. The nigga literally damn near was. Remember how Tommy Hearns was in that third round against Martin Hagler? When he damn near turned around and ran. That was damn near Andre Durrell the whole fight.
I gotta go watch that shit now.
Hey, but I don't.
He used to watch with.
Let me back up just a little bit. First off, they lied to us in the Photoshops of Mike Tyson. They lied to us. They lied to us on the Photoshops. They had me thinking that Mike Tyson was 1984 Mattel's He-Man. The same fucking build. And granted, Mike Tyson do look fantastic, be 54. But they photoshopped the shit out of him in the previous pictures. And before the fight, I said I'd knock Mike Tyson ass out. When I see him in the weigh-in, I'm going to be honest, I have a tougher time than I thought after I saw the fights. I was still, it'd be a little bit tougher. I don't think Mike Tyson can wrestle. So I'll lock up with him real quick.
He kind of,
and I'll try to get a couple knees in and shit before somebody break it up. But just say I need that bitch. Double entendre, I don't need that bitch. Bars. Come on, man. Hold on. Hold on. Don't act like I ain't just do that, man. Come on, man. But Roy Jones, historically, my all-time favorite fighter, hands down.
Y'all must have forgot.
With my pair of eyes, I've only seen one fighter better than him. And what I mean by that is somebody who I don't have to go back and watch films, just like an Ali or some shit like that. In my eyes, the only fighter I ever seen better than Roy Jones, and it took me years to say this, is Floyd Mayweather. That's the only fighter I ever seen better than Roy Jones. But my favorite fighter to watch, hands down, by far, was Roy Jones. And I done seen Roy Jones get knocked out by some strong winds. So I was equally like you, afraid for his life. I felt like Adrian and shit right before Rocco was gonna fight Drago. I felt the bitch in me like, you can't do this, Roy. You gonna fucking destroy our family. I feel like you gonna fuck up the family if you go out there. And I kind of was like, they selling the fight. They not gonna come out here and try to kill each other.
Yeah, he ain't hit him in the face.
Mike Tyson, who?
Mike Tyson was trying to
Mike Tyson has no chill. He has no exhibition bone. He threw some winging shots at Roy Jones that
nigga ribs was fucking.
Listen, first off, you fucking right. You fucking right. Listen, you fucking right.
Oh man.
That's why I said maybe I can't beat Mike Tyson up. I said I'll be looking for the headshot pause. And he gonna hit me in my fucking stomach. Yeah. And I'm gonna fucking die in front of everybody.
Roy Jones at the crib.
And I'll be the first person to die from a gut shot outside of Harry Houdini.
This nigga got internal bleeding.
He hit Roy Jones, and you could see the little, that. And if anybody know, Roy Jones was a devastating body shot puncher with that left hook. If you want to see proof of it, go watch the Roy Jones versus Virgil Hill fight. Even in Roy Jones' most brittle chin state and later in his career when he can get hit by anybody and go down, I've never seen him as gunshot as he was the other night. I thought Roy Jones, first off, it amazed me that being 3 years older, Mike Tyson had more stamina and more oomph in his punches than Roy Jones did. Mike Tyson still looked fucking strong. Roy Jones, this is why I say that slippy shit. Roy Jones looks so fucking slow. Like his movements and shit, his reflex clearly gone. He still showed that remarkable hand speed though. He that shit was, but that was the get away from me shit. I'm not trying to hit you, nigga. I'm just trying to make you not hit me. I enjoyed the event from what I saw. It's not something you want to see continuously though, but it's like a sequel where you have a good movie. Say for instance, the first Saw, a movie that seemingly you don't make sequels off of, but it's so lucrative, and the word of mouth of how successful the first film was, where you don't have a choice but to do a sequel.
Blair Witch. Which
leads to Evander Holyfield telling Mike Tyson sign the contract and shut up. Okay, if that happens, people gonna tune in because of the history between these two.
Yep.
Y'all promoters, put on your promoter hats, and not boxing promoters, but y'all trying to get that bag. What celebrity undercard would y'all put on under that motherfucker? I'm going to throw mine out there. I'm going to throw mine out there before everybody. Tory Lanez versus Megan Thee Stallion. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine.
This nigga say celebrity undercard. I mean, we said we was trying to sell tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
You trying to make your money.
Nigga, Nigga, that ain't gonna work though. But I gotta try to.
Your card, everything gonna work, nigga.
We gotta get some of these versus battles into the ring, nigga.
We've seen them on fucking wax, nigga. You gotta do that translation.
Shaq versus Big Show on WrestleMania.
Hey, that ain't
that.
That's cool 20 years ago.
Hey.
Like how that translates to this generation.
Yeah.
But you talking about a YouTube?
That's a nice one. Yeah, I mean, not even YouTube.
Man, I couldn't even name nobody.
You ain't trying to get that bag, nigga.
I
know, right? Like, I really.
Like you have to do like.
Who the fuck hot?
Justin Bieber and some shit.
That's the only thing I go. Like,
you gotta get somebody who into it though. So once you worry your Megan, man, that's gonna be that money maker.
Yeah, that's probably about as good as it's gonna get.
That's that money maker. Yeah. Unless you do something like, who
be at eyes like that?
Soldier Boy.
Who?
A few years ago. You gotta have a mainstream element to it, like somebody who in the limelight today with some kind of issue. Like
you gotta have Democrat versus Republican, so it gotta be like a motherfucker.
Definitely when nobody watch that shit. Would you watch? Would you watch Magic Johnson's son versus Dwayne Wade's son?
Oh yeah, I did.
Nah, Windmill Fest 2K20.
All you gonna hear that whole time is bitch. Every time somebody swing, bitch.
Every time I'm tired as hell.
Damn, I couldn't even think of nothing, bro. That's bad.
Shit.
Who hot, nigga? You gonna put T.I. and 50 Cent on so they can finally.
What about Boosie versus Dwayne Wade?
Boosie and D-Wade. I like to see that one. Boosie badass.
That's all y'all ain't got.
Man, I really.
Kevin Hart versus who?
Shit.
Cause Kevin Hart be trying to be an athlete. He low key be trying to be in the gym and shit. Man. Kevin Hart versus who?
I was about to say another comedian.
Michael Blackson.
Michael. Nah, that shit'd be funny as hell.
And who else small though? Damn, I can't think. I'm like really coming up short right now on this. Like
double on time.
You know. Damn. Who? I can't think of nobody who like famous. Like,
Smith.
Hell no. I'm ready to see his son fight, nigga.
God. Man, it's like I got nothing, man. This is the first, I'm really at a loss for words. Yeah, stomp. Like, who the fuck matters?
Kevin Hart versus Tekashi.
That's one. Tekashi
versus somebody making
Tekashi versus T.I.
Tekashi versus yeah, you gotta.
What if T.I. got whooped?
That would be funny though.
Oh my god.
That shit.
That'd be great.
That would change.
That'd be great for
like
the culture.
Drastic shit.
For what culture?
Ain't that what niggas say about everything? That's for the culture. Shut your stupid ass up.
Like, bro, this nigga just got whooped.
You're not even cultured.
Bro, by 6'9", bro. Are you serious? This shit crazy.
If you could fight any celebrity, who would you fight?
If I can fight any celebrity, shit. Tiafimo. But I'll probably fight.
He ain't no fucking celebrity.
Yeah, he ain't no celebrity. And yeah, shit, he damn near, he should be.
Yeah, celebrities who everybody knows.
Yeah, I feel
you can't find 10 people to walk down the street that know Tiafimo.
Hell no. Shit, man, if I can fight a celebrity, shit. Man.
That's rough, bro.
Who you fight, Jason?
That's what I'm trying to think of, man. I'm like, number one, I don't really want to fight nobody. But number two,
you said what? Number one, what?
I said I don't really want to fight nobody.
Yeah, this for money.
But for money though, shit, I fight. We need members, nigga. You could bring Bieber in there, nigga.
You got something against Bieber, because that's the second time you done mentioned Bieber.
I'm talking about
what's
famous.
up with you and Bieber, nigga?
He famous, nigga.
This is the second time you done brought
I beat up Beyonce if I could, but it'd be looked down on. It'd be frowned upon.
What if she caught you, like you said, Tekashi gonna catch T.I.?
Right. I don't know why, man. I think I just want to sock her one time because of the thing she input, the seed she sowed, and the seed she put in bitches' minds.
This nigga jealous of the beehive. This nigga jealous of the beehive.
No. I mean, when used for good, for the greater good, she could be useful, but you know.
What?
But when used for the ratchet good, it's the worst. To the left.
I'm about to find your fight, man.
I can't find me no fight, man.
I got you
I'm
versus.
finna fight DC Young Fly.
What about Nick Cannon, Eminem?
Oh, that's who I fight, nigga. I'll fight Nick Cannon. I'll fight Nick Cannon, nigga.
Okay, explain your beef. Explain your beef.
Cause back in the day before, man, back in the day before fucking what was that? Wildin' Out, nigga.
Yeah.
Me and Lance made sketch comedy. We still be making sketch comedy skits, and like we tell D-Ray, like D-Ray, man, hey, since you cool with him, man, show him our skits. So he did that shit. D-Ray was a real nigga for that shit. Like he showed him, he gave him a disc at like a barbecue or some shit like that. Or no, Lil Real gave the skits to D-Ray at a barbecue, and then D-Ray showed him the fucking Nick Cannon, and Nick Cannon was like, man, this shit funny as hell. I want to buy those skits. And D-Ray like, nah, nigga, like, you gotta like hire these niggas, like these day skits. Like he like, no, I want those skits. And he like, nah, like you got these day shits. So a nigga had the opportunity to put motherfuckers on, but he was like, no, I want the skits, fuck them. These little niggas ain't finna be funnier than me, but the skits is funny enough to be mine, so. And I'm like, nigga.
He took your shit.
No, he ain't take our shit.
It
was just like, nigga, you could have.
If
you was a real nigga, like you say you is, you could have changed some real niggas' lives.
I gotta get that fight.
Nah, that nigga was trying to take our shit though, for real.
Yeah,
but D-Ray really
Gosh.
he really looked out but by saying you can't take that shit, because Nick Cannon really could have, but he probably was scared of D-Ray, for real.
Cause he really think he hard, for real.
So
finally, as far as I'm concerned about that shit, Snoop commentary was fucking hilarious.
That shit was crazy.
that was the best thing to come out of
that shit was funny. That nigga said, just like being at the barbecue. Grandma, our uncles out here fighting again. He said, they out here fighting again. I said, this nigga goofy. I love to hear that nigga commentate.
yeah,
man.
anytime.
That
You can commentate synchronized swimming, nigga.
It was so fucking fluidly
He'll
effortless.
shake it off. He gonna shake that off. He gonna shake that
Yeah,
off.
you know a motherfucker be talking shit. It ain't nothing for a slick motherfucker to talk shit the whole time about some goofy shit already. That shit was goofy as hell.
Could you be a commentator?
I really think I could. It's just a matter of censorship, and I might.
That's
slip,
the main shit.
I might
That's
slip
the
up.
main
You
shit.
know, I'm gonna lose all my sponsors by the end of that shit, but y'all gonna love it.
Weekend plans. Shout out to Jason, man. What you got going on Friday?
Friday got a comedy show at White Rabbit Cabaret. It's not a cabaret show, nigga. Nigga not gonna be in there with dresses on with their dicks hanging out. It's just
You said it. It might be trying to suck you out. Get out there, you fun boys in the building.
No, but nah, it's gonna be stand up, man. It's good times. I'm glad to be able to do a show. A lot of people that really want to come see me is gonna be able to come out and actually like wasn't bullshitting about it neither. They like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get the ticket. They only $5 too. So, if there's still some seats available, maybe whiterabbitcabaret.com. It's on December 4th, 9 o'clock.
Where's this located?
This is Fountain Square, Indianapolis, the hippie part of town. And
it's
also,
like where the clean, dirty white people live.
Yeah, the hips. You know what it is. That's what they call the clean, dirty white people. Hipsters.
This is like to me.
I go with that.
It ain't quite West Washington. It ain't quite Broad Ripple.
And I'm being y'all niggas neck of the woods soon. December 16th, Anderson, Kettle Top.
Shout out to
Cal
Uncle
Buck.
Buck.
Uncle Buck and Uncle Buck's
You
House
definitely
Podcast.
ignored Uncle Buck when he actually come to the show.
Nah, I talked to him.
Did you?
Yeah.
He can't be doing it short notice.
Yeah.
You have to be at least a 24-hour.
Yeah, that's the kind of, and partially disrespectful.
That is very disrespectful. It's like
I don't get offended because I like work, but at the same
it's
time,
like I was
nigga,
getting fucked. It's like I'm about to fuck this pocket pussy, but since you here,
yeah, like hey man, you know,
yeah,
you second best, but I really want you right now, real bad.
We gotta get over there though, man.
No, I'm going.
Where you going?
I don't know.
Okay. So you said this Friday the cabaret?
Yeah, White Rabbit.
Transsexuals and transgenders?
Nah,
drag contest?
No, I did, man, nigga. No. Look, I don't disrespect for nobody, but
Oh man, you ain't gotta be like that.
Listen, nigga. I will never do no bullshit like that ever. I did that shit one time. I did fucking stand up at a drag show, nigga, and that was one of the most disrespectful motherfucking audiences ever.
Wait.
And I will heat your motherfucking ass up, nigga. I will not even go. I will not even.
You did a drag show?
Nigga, yeah, when I was in, when I first started doing stand up, I took all shows.
How broke was you?
College. But I was like, man, I'm finna just do this shit. I was like, I'm finna just do this shit. And,
what you wear?
Nigga, regular ass clothes like I'm wearing now, nigga. What you mean?
I mean,
I damn near want to fight them niggas, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't even play like, look, nigga, I can't even play like that. I'm like, nigga, I'll never do a show for them niggas, like that community. For
what was they doing, whistling and shit?
No, nigga, it was like, them motherfuckers like, what, put on the music, like, what is this? And I'm like, nigga, no, shut the fuck up, nigga. But I'll be wrong, I'll be like, sit your cake ass down, nigga. Or some shit like that. I'll be wrong to get real with their ass, so I just don't put myself in that position.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? You was ready for that one, huh? I won't put, I would not do that again.
Situation.
But Anderson, also, if you're in that area or you're near, like, I don't know, fucking Ball State or something, come down there too.
Jude, what's going on? You got anything this weekend?
I ain't doing shit, just probably in the gym, just in the crib. Gym like twice and sitting in the crib.
Yeah, I was gonna fuck with that, Jason, but I'm definitely gonna be in Texas this weekend. Fuck with the Errol Spence fight.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I should fucking fuck that shit.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
You gonna see Frank and Ike out there.
They going out, what are y'all on the
Frank
card?
on the undercard.
I'm glad you told me that shit, cause I gotta get there for the untelevised portion, cause that fucking televised shit is terrible. It's fucking horrible.
What's that, brother?
What's
better than it?
Yeah, it's like 6 Mexicans only heard of one. Say what? Yeah, hell yeah, that shit's garbage. It's a hard sell on pay-per-view to me.
It's Texas.
I understand that, but even then, the Mexicans don't even want that shit. That's like trying to give a Mexican Taco Bell. But yeah, I'm gonna go fuck with that though. I can't wait. I'm excited. Can't you hear it in my voice? But nah, we're flying out Friday and should be back Sunday. Julie, tell me about the tape you just did.
Smoke Break 3. Man, I actually recorded. I recorded a lot of it, man. Like, I've been recording it since like last. When I started recording this shit, March. I started recording it in March. Me and my homie Smokey, we recorded the song. It was like Down in Lemonade. I think that was the first one. Then he started shooting me beats, and I'm like, bro, just like, shit, let's do a whole tape, you know, shit, me and you produce the whole thing. He's like, all right, bet. So he just started shooting me beats. And I finished them. I probably finished the last one, probably like in August, like August, I think. And then so shit, it's been getting mixed, and last year the whole process, like shooting files to this, shooting files here, shooting files back, then the features, getting the features back, then getting the vocals mixed to features. So that was my first time really doing a collab project where I had to send some shit around, get shit mixed up. So I'm like, shit, man, it was cool. Like, it was cool. So Smoke Break 3 is one of the third installment to the Smoke Break series. Smoke Break 1 and 2 I did. Smoke Break 1, I think I did last year. Smoke Break 2 I did earlier this year, like February, before I did in February type shit.
That's what's up. Shit. Got a confession. Sent an email to my apartment people. The neighbors playing excessively loud music.
Who? Neighbor?
I didn't want to send an email because I went over there, knocked on the door one day, and it was fucking 12 o'clock one night. They was blasting that shit. I can hear it through the walls, the lyrics.
What are they playing?
Doesn't matter.
What,
I don't know.
What day was it on?
Nigga. One that ended in DAY.
Nigga, we was in this motherfucker with Trey playing them loud ass music until 1 in the morning.
I don't need that. I don't need that. Listen,
that's all. I thought that was what it was.
Hey, listen. If somebody knock and be like, hey, I say, hey. I knocked. I'm like, hey, y'all. Okay. Then they keep doing it.
Okay.
So if I knock one time, man, the second time I snitch. I feel fucked up because when they get that shit, they gonna know it's me. But before I hit scene, you know what I said to myself? They can't whoop me.
Man, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. And don't categorize me as a tough snitch. Don't do that. No. Hey man, I don't be know how to deal with shit like
Turn
that.
down that damn.
Cause like
What else do you
I'm
do?
angry
Yeah,
enough to
you
just grab a motherfucker, but I'm talking about man, I'm trying to concentrate and shit, trying to play Call of Duty.
Next thing you know,
The Call of Duty hard. Go ahead. What you say?
so you can't really threaten them.
It's a young girl be doing that
So
shit.
it's like
Man.
next thing you know, shit.
Yeah. So I'm prepared for the dirty stare when I walk past the door. Just want to let y'all know, just in case y'all come over here, I got some graffiti on my door. You know what happened. We're gonna wrap this up. Another edition of another episode of the best podcast you never heard of, Conceited Knowbody, episode 147.
You bitches.
You know what he said. We done. Catch y'all next week.
Thank you.